My sister called me cheap at my own birthday dinner. She had no idea I was secretly paying $800 of her bills every month. Amanda is my older sister, and 11 months ago, her husband Kevin lost his job. She called me crying and said, just help us for a few months until Kevin finds something. I never told Mom. I never told Dad. I never told anyone. I quietly set up an $800 monthly payment for their electricity, groceries, and credit card bill. 11 months, $8,800. Then came my birthday dinner. I picked a nice restaurant and invited the whole family. Amanda ordered lobster. When the check arrived, she laughed and said, let Michael pay. You know how he is with money, always keeping track of everything. Everyone at the table smiled. I smiled too. Then I pulled out my phone. I opened my banking app. 11 payments, $800 each. I canceled every single one. Then I paid the entire restaurant bill myself. I didn't say a word. The next morning at 6:47 a.m., Amanda called me. I didn't answer. Then she texted, did something happen with the transfer? A second text came in. The electric company just sent us a notice. Then another call. I finally answered. What happened? She asked. I said, you called me cheap in front of our entire family last night. She laughed nervously. That was just a joke. 11 months isn't a joke, I said. I opened my email and forwarded her every payment confirmation. 11 months, 11 payments, $8,800. Check your email, I said. Then I hung up. An hour later, Mom called. Amanda says you cut her off. She needs that money, I said. She needed the money. I needed her respect. That evening, Dad came to my house alone. He sat at my kitchen table and asked, how long were you helping her? 11 months. He stared at his hands. Nobody knew? No, I wasn't doing it so people would know. Dad nodded once and left. 3 days later, Amanda knocked on my door. She stood there looking at the ground for almost a minute before saying, I'm sorry. This time, I believed her. I didn't restart the payments, but I helped her call the electric company and set up a payment plan. We spent an hour going through her bills together. Before she left, she stopped at the door and asked, why didn't you ever tell anyone you were helping us? I looked at her and said, because some things you do for people aren't supposed to come with applause. She nodded. Then she left. I still have those 11 payment confirmations saved on my phone. Not because I want to hold them over her. I keep them for one reason. To remind myself that I showed up for someone for 11 months when nobody was watching. Amanda only forgot that for one night. Her phone reminded her the next morning.